Guys, and welcome to my channel. So today I'm back in the kitchen, but because somebody asked me on one of my videos, I think it was Melanie Clift, hope I'm right, that if I could do a video about my eating habits on Weight Watchers. So I said sure. Now I am a major creature of comfort. I eat the same things day in, day out. I don't know if you're the same, but my goodness, once I eat something, that's it. And I'm quite a bland eater, apart from some things that I add to it. So I thought I would do a day in the life of my Weight Watchers journey, rather than a week, because I think you'd be bored stiff by the end of the week, because it's generally the same all the time. Apart from maybe I'll add Slimming World chips, but if you have like 300 grams of them, you can point that, 300 grams of potato, point it, and then you're really doing Slimming World chips, but pointing them and making them Weight Watchers. So that's what I do. So anyway, let's get into it. Now, you have 42 weeklies and 30 dailies. I do. My friend, who's a lot smaller than me, she has 28 weeklies, I think, and 30 dailies. So I think it changes for everybody. So you have to find out your own points before you start this diet, because if you follow mine, you maybe wouldn't lose weight because you may be heavier than me, or lighter than me, or shorter than me, or taller than me. That didn't match. So you have to really find out. So I'd advise you to get to a meeting. It's quite pricey, but sometimes they have little things, little offers in magazines, so have a look for that, and some special offers. So let's get into it. Right, I've got pictures, I've taken pictures throughout the day, so I'm going to include my breakfast. Okay, so I have just included a picture of my breakfast. I had forgotten to take a picture of my breakfast, so that is in actual fact a mock-up of my breakfast. So I use Hovis bread, and it's usually the 400 gram loaf rather than the full one. And this one gives you 3 points for 2. So that's why I use that. And then I'll add my margarine. So I always point that as 2 because I use like a teaspoon or 2 teaspoons, something like that. And then I add cheese, a processed piece of cheese, which I just love on there, and that is 2 points for the cheese. And then I usually add my Billy Bear meat, which is the kids. It's actually not Billy Bear meat, it's dinosaur meat, and I only add 1 slice, so it has no points. I've checked that on my app and that is true. And then I add my milk, which sometimes I put in 38 ml worth of milk because I'll just have 1 cup a day. Sometimes I put in there 75 ml. So that can be about between 1 and 2 points. So today my breakfast came to 8 points with everything in, and that's my milk as well. And with my milk, I point it in the morning, but it means I can maybe have a 2nd cup or a 3rd cup later on in the day, and I don't need to repoint the milk again. So I just do it in the morning. Okay, so that's my breakfast for 8 points. Now I'm going to add in my lunch. That was a baked potato and vegetables with a squidge of light mayo. Now my baked potato is an Asda frozen baked potato. You just stick it in the microwave for 5 minutes, just for time constraints really, because I'm usually rushing from my mum's house to go get the kids. Nightmare. And that is 6 points for that potato, and I think that's 190 grams. These are the potatoes I use, and each one is per potato 191 calories, and I usually put that as 6 points. Well, that's what the app tells me. Some veg with that, and vegetables are free on the Weight Watchers plan. My light mayo is I put as a point, but if you look at that picture, there may be more than a point, maybe it's 2 points worth. But I usually put more in the milk, so sometimes I can like be back and forth on that. I might not have as many coffees, so it usually evens out. But you're not really supposed to do that. Okay, so that was my lunch. It was baked potato with vegetables and a little bit of light mayo. And I had a banana. And bananas are free because they're a fruit, so all fruits and vegetables are free. Apart from sweet corn, peas, things like that, you have to point them. The banana, I don't advise eating so many bananas a day, maybe 1 a day or 1 every second, because I think they are quite filling and lots of sugar in there. So I try to eat apples as well and some oranges. Okay, and for snack wise, up until this point I have snacked. I snack on French fries. So I'll include a picture here of the French fries. And these are only 2 points if they're from the multi-pack, and these just save my life. If I need something, then I have it, and that's generally all the time. And I actually had, when I went to my mum's today, Space Raiders, and they're 3 points. So I've actually had 2 packs of crisps today, which is kind of naughty, but it's done now, and it's all within my point. Okay, now we have my dinner. Okay, this is my dinner, guys, and today I had a pita bread, but it was a whole meal. This is my husband's white, and I had it for 4 points, and then I added cabbage from an Asda cabbage bag, which is free, and then I added 2 corn sausages, which is 3 points, and I added the Weight Watchers 0 point sauce over the cabbage just to give it a little bit of sauce, a little bit of a taste. So all of that was, if I think about it, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7 points for my dinner. So that was 8 points for my breakfast, 6, 7, 7 points for my lunch, 7 points for my dinner, plus 5 points for crisps. And then if we add in my snack, which will be tonight at about 8 o'clock, I'm having one of these. Now this is a Cadbury round, and this is 8 points. Now I wouldn't usually have this every day, but I need it today because I just need a little bit of a sugar hit because I've had a stressful day. So I'm gonna have one of these, and this is 8 points, but you can if it's within your points. Drink wise, I drink Diet Pepsi. It's free, not good for you, but I try not to drink as much in the day. Generally I will be drinking my water. And then, before I forget, after every single meal, with every single meal, I add jalapenos. These are free, and they give you just a little kick of heat, and that just makes my dinner just a nicer experience. So that's why I add jalapenos to everything. I go through a jar a week of these. Okay, so all of those things together, breakfast, lunch, dinner and snacks, today is 35 points. Now, you have 30 dailies, so I'm 5 points over, but I have my weeklies. So I can take the 5 points out of my weeklies, which is that little umbrella of giving you some love and giving you lots of TLC when you need it. So generally my idea is Monday to Friday, you have 5 points extra every day. Saturday, Sunday, I limit myself to my 30 dailies and I don't go over. And that's just because it's so close to weigh. I don't like to overeat just before weigh-in day. So yeah, Saturday morning would be a lot easier for me if it was a weigh-in day. But that is my day, and I'm Tuesday, so that's my normal Tuesday in a nutshell. And generally my days are pretty similar to that. I eat pretty similar foods, except for maybe a Saturday, Sunday. I might go and have a Subway, which a Subway 6-inch ham is 7 points, and then add a little bit of light mayo, you're adding 2 points, so about 9 for lunch. If you go to McDonald's, it's the Chicken Selects 3, they're 9 points. So sometimes I add in those little things, especially at the weekends, but that just depends on if we go out. So yeah, that is my day for Weight Watchers in a nutshell. I hope it wasn't too boring for you guys, because I know I have been told in the past that my food is very, very boring. That's why a whole week of that would have just been awful for you guys to watch. Thank you so much for joining me on my day of Weight Watcher food. Alright, take care of yourself, have a fabulous day, and I'll catch you later. Bye.